All right, so I don't want to make this a normal thing, too many reaction videos and stuff, but like with the PS5 coming out and them showing off new stuff for the PS5 and now the Unreal Engine by Epic Games, of course, Unreal Engine 5. This is something I really want to react to. So let's get into the video and let's see how it goes. Oh, by the way, I did not watch this live because I just woke up and I wanted to watch it live, but this is the next best thing.
Hello, I'm Brian Karras, Technical Director of Graphics here at Epic Games.
Hi, I'm Jérôme Plateau, Art Director of the Special Project.
A few years ago, we got together as a team and brainstormed where we thought we could push forward the state-of-the-art in real-time graphics. There were two key areas that stood out. The first, dynamic global illumination. Beautiful bounce lighting, instantaneously.
I don't have to be constrained to do a game where the world has to be static, and I'm able to iterate a lot faster.
And we call this new system Lumen. And we're about to show you what it is capable of. But first, there was another area that we thought we could push forward. Truly virtualized geometry. The artist wouldn't have to be concerned over poly counts, draw calls, or memory. We could directly use film quality assets and bring them straight into the engine.
And that's a big deal for artists. I just want to be able to import my ZBrush model, my photogrammetry scan, my CAD data without wasting any time optimizing, creating LODs, or even lowering the quality to make it hit frame rate.
In the end, that's what it's all about. Art that just works. And we call this new technology Nanite. Here is the future of Unreal Engine running live on a PlayStation 5.
This better make
Awesome.
games
Let's take a
look
look
so
at it.
good. At least we're getting gameplay, so.
This has to be the right way.
And this is a tech demo, so we might not get to see this as an actual game. So just keep that in mind.
Before we continue, let's stop a moment and take a look at some of the key features of this demo. Much of what you see was built with Quixel Megascan assets. But
Look at
instead of
that.
using the game versions, we used the cinematic versions, which would typically only be used in film. There are around 1 million triangles each. And thanks to virtual texturing, they all use 8K textures as well. Nanite can render an insane number of triangles very quickly.
Imagine getting
There are
that
over 1
close
billion
to the
triangles of source
environment and it
geometry
not
in each frame that
not
Nanite crunches down
fading out.
losslessly to around 20 million drawn triangles. What does that many triangles look like? This isn't noise. These are the triangles, each a different color. Most are so small that they look like noise. Nanite achieves detail down to the pixel, which means triangles are often the size of pixels. This amount of geometric detail requires shadows to be pixel accurate as well, and Nanite can do that too. Speaking of
So they're
lighting,
rendering
all
stuff
of the
on the
lighting in this
pixel
demo is
scale?
completely dynamic, with the
think.
power of Lumen that even includes
I'm
multi-bounce
not
global
good with this
illumination.
type of stuff.
No
So.
light maps, no baking here. Without GI, all of that beautiful lighting is gone. With Lumen enabled, we can move the light and the bounce changes instantly. Okay, let's keep going. We've made some great additions to our audio system
I
as
could
well.
see the next Uncharted
Convolution
game
reverb allows us to
looking
measure
exactly like
reverberation
this.
characteristics of real spaces, like actual caves that we sampled, and reproduce them
Or
in
Tomb
virtual
Raider, of
spaces.
course.
Sound field rendering allows us to record and play back spatialized audio. All of this adds up to a more immersive experience.
It's like squeezing through spots is still gonna be in next gen. That's never gonna change, I guess. Unless that was just
This
for the
swarm of bats
cave.
was
Maybe
created
that's
with
the
our
environment.
Niagara effects system. Particles in Niagara can now talk to one another and understand their environment like never before.
What I mean by that is maybe the developers wanted her to squeeze through something because it is a cave, but I don't know, maybe that's also a hidden loading screen. This is where it gets a little tricky to pick out if it's a loading screen or if it could be just a developer choice, stylized choice. But I'm pretty sure that was a loading screen.
We've also added a ton of new functionality to run fluid simulations like you see in the water below.
Water looking good, rocks looking good, lighting looking good. Whew. Whew. Next gen.
The demo runs on our Chaos Physics system. Here we are using it to accurately simulate the rigid bodies of the falling rocks and the cloth of her scarf.
I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn got pretty close to making rocks look kind of decent and the environment look this decent because of the Decima engine or something that they use. That they have Gorilla engine. I
Now
forgot
that
what
the
engine
environment
they
is so complex, we've needed to greatly improve our animation systems to adapt. We've added predictive foot placement and motion warping, which dynamically modifies IK and body position to look more natural. For the character to more realistically interact with the environment, we've added the ability to trigger seamless contextual animation events, like her hand on the door.
Looks promising.
Dynamic GI is amazing, not just for speeding up iteration, but also for its impact on gameplay.
Nice.
Any light
Looks-
source can move while
it
still
might
having
be.
beautiful bounce lighting. Dynamic illumination means specular as well, which you can see on all the metal surfaces. You can even see the Niagara-powered bugs reacting to the light. Lumen not only reacts to moving light sources, but also changes in geometry. Remember we mentioned high poly assets? This statue was imported directly from ZBrush and is more than 33 million triangles. No baking of normal maps, no authored LODs.
They still need to show the PS5, man.
And we can do more than a single statue. There are nearly 500 of that exact statue at the same detail level placed in this room, for a total of over 16 billion triangles from statues alone. Over this entire demo, there are hundreds of billions of triangles.
This is the first real gameplay we're seeing of actual next gen stuff, right? I don't think we've seen anything else yet.
So with Nanite, you have limitless geometry, and with Lumen, you have fully dynamic lighting and global illumination, all running on a PlayStation 5.
It's running on the PS5, so PS5 is gonna look this good.
There's not much time left.
Ooh,
And this doesn't need to be constrained to small rooms.
ooh,
You
y'all
can
don't need
stretch
to know about
all
that.
the way to the horizon.
The portal, it's open. Don't fail me now.
This looks like a good concept for a game. She's going through the whole world so fast. That's how fast SSD is gonna load stuff. That's amazing. It just showed how fast you could go through a very detailed world like that. So speed isn't a limitation. Driving
It's
games are
time to
gonna be
see what's
crazy
next.
good on the next gen consoles with SSD and stuff. The sense of speed they could achieve with it, because the environments could load faster, is gonna make it so good. And I'm watching this on IGN, so yeah, I can watch it on SGI because I didn't watch it live, so this is the next best place to watch it. This is pretty cool. This might not turn into an actual game, but I want to know, like, I think Epic Games made this also, so I know it's their anything. They probably maybe they're working on a new game. Who knows? I would love to see this as an actual game though. But tech demos rarely ever turn into games. Alright, well, that's it for my reaction. Nothing special. It just looks good. And we can expect games to look like this. Especially single-player focused games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider. That's pretty linear. I could see those looking exactly like this. That's actually pretty cool.